Nah, but for real though, the music game, man, is levels to it, you all. And I want y'all to understand, because a lot of folk, they see me and they keep getting me confused with being a cameraman. And, you know, I'm humble with it. I'm very humble with it. But at the same time, I'm a businessman too. Don't forget that part. I'm an educated businessman at that. And I'm a cool, educated businessman at that. And I really was born in the streets, born in them housing authority type guy like that. And I really went off to the school with the real elite Illuminati in college, and I learned their education and learned from the best of the best professors in this country that can teach business. So yeah, and my connection is way stronger than a lot of folks. The people that I know, the people that I rock with, is the guy that behind the scenes that's making a lot of stuff move. And they just tired of it, you know? So you don't see them on the forefront. You don't see them talking to me. You ain't gonna see them all in front of the camera. You know, so I'm on that level. So when y'all people come talk to me, understand that you're talking to a real boss. Independent boss in the city. And I survived 20 years in the game, over 20 years in the game independently. I done survived it. I didn't take not one break. I didn't take not one break away from the game. I was working every day. I got bags up under my eye. I grew old in the game. The people in the community of Atlanta know me. I grew old getting to know a lot of people. So in the city, I'm on a whole nother level. So when you see me, you gotta salute me, because Atlanta is on a whole nother level. And it guys like me who are putting in work every day, all over the city. All over the city. I'm not just in one neighborhood. I'm all over the city. And I'm putting in that work, and I'm carrying the city, and I'm helping people, and I'm helping people. I'm helping people, and I'm making an honest living. I'm helping people, and I'm making an honest living, and my name ain't smeared on no smut campaign, on none of that. He done backdoored me, or he done snitched on me, or he done did this, he done did that. My name good. My name good, and everything, and I just want y'all to realize that y'all ain't talking to no intern. Yeah, y'all ain't. I'm not no intern at none of these big time situations that these people got going on and stuff. And in order for them to sell you their services, they got to sell that particular situation. Now you talking directly to grind. I can make you the face of grind. If your check big enough, I can make you the face of grind media. You know how many niggas you would jump ahead of? If I make one of y'all niggas the face of grind media, y'all would jump ahead of a lot of people. I'm on that level, and it's a lot of people out there that know that. They just, you know, unfortunately they just don't have the money to be able to do it. And I love them to death for the ones who genuinely doing what they need to do to make it make sense and stuff like it. When I say that, I mean you can't come join the basketball team if you don't want to go get no rebound and run back and forth on defense. You know, I ain't finna be down there playing defense and you just lollygagging on the other hand because you want to go get an easy layup. Or you know what's worse, we give you easy layup because you're so sorry you missed them layups. You missed them wide open layups. Yeah, a lot of that going on. A lot of people taking breaks and then people want to be on the game, but they don't want to pull their weight. If you're an artist, you know, or a CEO, if you're a CEO, then you need to be coming up with that money to run your business like it's supposed to be ran. To pay the people who need to be paid. And you need to figure out what you need to take your money and most directly put it with. And right now, the way the game is set up, everything is based around content. You know, everybody who messed with me in the past and really messed with me and spent money, them folk winning. Because you know why? Because they can come directly back to me and they can get all their content and they can just sit and just share their content. They can sit and share their content. So they're ahead of the game if they really want to jump in the game and just say, I don't feel like being out here moving around. It's dangerous out here, but I want to keep some fresh content coming. They can always tap back in with me. And I got so much old content of them, and where I always shot, it was always with documentary style. So it was always meant to be for a story to be told. And it was meant for or advertising for you to attach a product to it. And it was meant for all of that. So I was always shooting with that mindset in mind. And here we is. Now's the time. So you're dealing with an ordained person that can see visions like that ahead of the game when you're dealing with me and stuff. And I know people probably saying, what's going on? It ain't nothing going on with grind. I just want folks to elevate their game when they come around me and stop trying to make me play that pro game. You keeping me on a pro level, and my heart will not allow me to say no to some of you guys. You know, it just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. Like I don't understand how people can be like, man, if it ain't about no money or no real money, don't call me. But turn around and they'll do that to somebody else. Yeah, they'll turn around and call somebody else and don't want to let it be about no real fair money. And they want it to be about a face card. They want to be about having help. You know, the really thing I can tell people right about now, man, if you're trying to really get your situation up off the game, man, and you want to deal with somebody that's really getting paid, when you go to them, don't ask them how much they charge. Tell them what your budget is. If that's your friend, tell them what your budget is and let your friend decide what he can give you for that budget. What he can give you for that. Yeah. And that's how it's supposed to kind of work. That's the best way for it to work. Go to your friend and say, because if you go to your friend and say, how much you want to charge me? And then your friend looking at it like, I want to give you a hookup, but I can't give you all the extra that come with it. Like if you come to me and say you want a hamburger, I can give you a hamburger, but keep in mind you shouldn't be getting no hamburger with no bacon up on it, no lettuce, no tomatoes, no onions, no special sauce, no big long pickles, whatever they can get, a steak on top of it, a piece of slice in between the bun type burger, then you gotta pay a little more and stuff. But what I'm trying to say is your people have the ability to offer that, and sometimes they don't. It's confusing. So it's best that it comes from the person who asking for help or need that situation and who want to hire somebody they know they can't really afford. It's best to say, this is my budget. What can you do for me? All I got is grind. All I got is $200 for this situation. Grind. All I got is $300 for this situation. Grind. All I got, and then let them sit there on the side and say, okay, I accept that, but this is what I'm gonna give you to fulfill that and stuff. And that's just me giving a lot of money worth of game. I ain't say $1 million worth of game. We sell a lot of money worth of game. A lot of money worth of game. Yeah, we want a lot of money. We don't know how much it is, but we want a lot of it and stuff. And we want it in the right way. We ain't gonna sell our soul for it. We ain't gonna go out here and slime our people for it. We ain't gonna cross our homeboys for it. We ain't gonna do none of that. But I don't know who raised you guys wrong to keep thinking that they're sliming and sitting on your homeboy and doing wrong in the street and not want to man up and take your charges when you get in trouble and just how y'all rolling and how you can smile in somebody's face and want to set them up. It's a dirty game out there. All them folk playing it raw. Yeah, your plug might be playing it raw. Yeah, you the little nigga. Yeah, your plug is shit. Your plug is the law enforcement. Yeah, man, but I ain't gonna talk out here, y'all, man. I'm over here just yapping and everything, and they got really kind of thrown off and everything, and they missed my turn, man. I'm pushing up over here on Sharon Showcase, and you can tell, bro, I ain't used to hit 285 North. I'm used to going straight into the city. Going around that curve and all of that, I ain't. But yeah, man, this is grind, man. We signing out, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Hopefully I can get back into this spirit another time. Well, I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, because this message need to be heard. But you guys that's out there moving, man, just like, it's hard. hard to make it that far in the game and them folk not to have them claws up in you, especially when you start talking about you done caught case after case after case. Yeah, man, they don't let you free on some of that stuff, man. You gotta, you know, I don't know nobody that's gonna keep doing stuff over and over unless they feel like they can get up out of it. How do you feel like you can get up out of it if you ain't got no money, buy no lawyer, none of that? You know, that's the part that I'm trying to understand. Like if you don't have no lawyer money and all of that, like how do you think you're gonna get out of jail? Yeah, how you think you're gonna get up out of jail and everything? What you must think one of them folks gonna look out for you and let you out and stuff. But the game been exposed, man. You know, we used to have a TV show back in the day called 21 Jump Street, and the wildest people on 21 Jump Street was the ones who was doing the stuff with the kids in the high school. And they always had a plug, and that plug was the black guy, the captain of the police squad. He would come in and play the plug and whatnot. Like if it was drug related, they would play the plug. If they were selling cars, he would play the guy that was the big time guy that was buying all the cars and stuff. And what they did is they joined teams with people that were doing the crime. They went and found out who doing all the crime, and then they joined in with them. But they was undercover. So that's you know, you always gotta keep that in mind, young man, as y'all come up in the game, man. Y'all, you know, yeah, that paint a movie where you'll meet a plug and meet some stranger out the blue. He's just gonna give you a good ass deal on something, and man, it ain't. A lot of folks gonna fail before. The odds of one person finding that is slim to none, and then you got to question what's going on with them. You know. Yeah, you know. And I know the game. You know, everybody buys from everybody. You know, I know the game. Everybody buys from everybody. Whoever got something going on right then and there, whether they sat on it or whatnot, they I'm trying to look at my finger, man. But they think everybody got something going on, man. They got eyes on them. Let me say it like that. So, but I ain't gonna get too far off with the preaching part and stuff, because my main mission is y'all understanding me and how I can help y'all brand, and why it's good to follow my situation and what I got going on, and how to get involved with helping me. You know, I just don't want y'all to just come and follow. You know, I want y'all to come and help and say, hey, how can I help you? What can I do? What can I do to help you? And let me give a real answer. Yeah, let me give a real answer. But man, I ain't gonna talk y'all here out, man. This is grind. Remember, you're dealing with the man, not the intern. So when you start talking about what I can do, it's gonna be a lot more than what somebody's saying they can do, and you looking at that brand that they work for and what they can do, because that brand can probably do a lot that they work for, but that don't mean them as a representation of that brand can pull that off. Let me say it like that. That means them that's a representation of that brand doesn't mean that they can pull it off. Man, over in Decatur, East Atlanta.